Disney has some great ideas, but sometimes they do have to buy them. Today we're talking about acquired lands in the Disney parks on this episode of Parkgoers Go. Let's go! Hello there, and welcome to Parkgoers Go, your go-to podcast for all your theme park needs. I'm your host, Nate. I'm your host, Nate.
Oh my god. Train wreck. And I'm Logan.
And I'm Dustin, and we're also hosts.
Everyone's a host.
You're a host. You're a host. You're a host.
August 29th marks the 5th year anniversary of Galaxy's Edge opening at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida. An embodiment of one of the many franchises all companies acquired by the Walt Disney Company. So we thought on today's episode we will tackle some popular examples of Disney acquisitions within the parks.
Nice.
So let's head past go, because today we are talking about...
What did you say?
Let's head past go.
Wait, what was the joke?
It's supposed to be like a Monopoly joke.
But who is it for?
Disney's the Monopoly.
Oh my god.
Okay, how about we just go... So those three parks are...
Pixar's Toy Story Land,
Marvel's Avengers Campus,
and Lucasfilm's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Logan, take us away.
Take me away.
Picture it. Paris, 2010. Okay, Toy Story Land. It was first opened in 2010 at Walt Disney Studio Park in Paris, called Toy Story Playland. It was used to promote Toy Story 3. It is complete with 3 attractions. It has the RC Racer attraction, which is a, what are those called? It's like a big sway.
Like the ship thing, right?
Yeah, like an anvil, whatever those things are called. Just swings back and forth.
Pendulum?
Yeah.
Oh, pendulum, yeah.
It just stays there, doesn't move.
Then we have the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin, which is a very intense spinning ride. And
Is it intense? I thought it was a kiddie coaster.
I don't know. They made it seem like it was really intense. You know what?
Intense.
I guess we're just gonna have to go.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to go. We'll tell everybody how fast it actually goes. And the Toy Soldiers Parachute Drop, which is exactly what it sounds like. It also features the Green Army Men Meet and Play and a Toy Story Playland boutique shop. The second opening came in 2011 to Hong Kong Disneyland as an almost identical land to the one opened in Paris, but this one is the name we all know and love of Toy Story Land. They also have some additional attractions and entertainment called the Barrel of Fun, the Kuboat, and Toy Soldier Boot Camp. For food, they have Jesse's Snack Roundup and a shop called Andy's Toy Box, which actually opened in 2013 next to their RC Racer. And they also have the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin and, of course, the Toy Soldier Parachute Drop. Third opening land came to Shanghai Disneyland Park in April 2018, and it was announced in 2016. Mentioning that specifically for a specific reason. And with a new attraction called Woody's Roundup, which is actually similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree in California Adventure, but themed for Woody and Bullseye. They also have Rex Racer, which is the RC Racer, but they just renamed it for... I don't know why. And then they have the Slinky Dog Spin. They also have a few food places in an area called the Toy Box Cafe. So they have box of Buzz Lightyear, box of Lotso, and box of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. It's actually a really cute little area. I looked it up. And of course, the last park came to the beloved Hollywood Studios in Orlando that opened June 2018 and was announced back in 2015 at a D23 Expo. Isn't that crazy? So the one in Shanghai was announced in 2016, opened April 2018. The one in Hollywood Studios was announced 2015 and opened June 18.
Yeah, it was like the last one to open, but the first announced. Sounds about right.
Well, at least between Shanghai and Hollywood, but I thought it was interesting. Anyway, so this one has unique attractions compared to all the other ones, with the incredibly popular Slinky Dog Dash, followed closely by Toy Story Mania, and then we have the Alien Swirling Saucers. They also have the Green Army Drum Corps, and Boot Camp, and some food options including Woody's Lunchbox and the new Roundup Rodeo Barbecue that we actually had the pleasure of eating at as a group.
Nom 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 nom.
It was really cute.
Delicious, but overwhelming. Actually, just delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. And fun fact, Toy Story Mania was built before Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios and was part of the Pixar place. When they created Toy Story Land, they closed the entrance of the Pixar place and opened a new one at the opposite side that we all know and love and walk through today. If you haven't been to any versions of this land, it is designed to make you feel like you are a toy walking around in Andy's backyard. And if you look at the ground, you also see these huge footprints, which are supposed to be Andy's. I said footprints. I know I have like a Western like twang right now when I'm trying to speak.
You do declare.
You're channeling Woody.
I know, it's just coming through. Anyway, looking everywhere around you, you'll see oversized dice, Tinker Toys, Connects. They seem to have everything in this location except something above your head because it is hot and there is no shade.
Ain't that the truth?
And that's all I have about Toy Story Land.
Well, to give them credit, though, their outdoor queues do have shade, at least in Hollywood Studios.
They do have shade in Hollywood Studios?
No, they don't.
In the outdoor queues.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's true.
there's
I will say,
Slinky
yeah, with
Dog
the
and-
Slinky Dog Dash one, that's pretty
Mania.
good. But
Are we
Slinky
at
Dog
different
is such a good.
attractions? Because those, are we talking about those Winky Dink umbrellas that they have outside of Slinky Dog Dash?
No, okay, not so the outdoor queue, yes, but when it's extended out of Toy Story Land, then yeah, you're right. They don't have it. But once you enter the marquee, it's all shaded. But
Fair enough.
I mean,
fair
it's
enough.
rarely that short. So yeah, you're right. After you leave that, which is normal because that line always has crazy wait.
Worth it though. I love that ride. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do, and I mean, apparently everybody does because it is crazy popular.
I'm kind of sad that we don't have this, like, what was it? The Slinky Spinners or whatever?
Oh, the
What was it called?
Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin.
I feel like I'm missing out. But I feel like Slinky Dog Dash is a good
It is a very classic style ride for like a carnival ride. It's one of those, it's like you go in a circle that goes up and down, but it's like a tight circle, and his like Slinky Dog's head and his butt is like right next to
Oh,
each
you're
other.
talking about the other one. I thought you were talking about the one in Florida, and I was like, no, it's not.
No.
Well, I never had to wait in that line because I had somebody on the inside that would get me in, and that was my wife. She used to
Alright.
work there. You got to drop that in there, so when she's listening, she hears that I talked about it.
And that you love her.
I'm pretty sure Rex Racer is the name of Racer X in Speed Racer. So that's kind of really weird, referencing another IMP. But I did look at the front of it. It's really cute because it has a giant statue of Rex with RC's remote control in his hand.
Ah,
that's
that
kinda
is
cute.
cute.
That's adorable.
Oh yeah, I see it. I was just looking it up too.
I mean, Toy Story Land itself, in my opinion, isn't like the most mind-blowing land, but the one thing they do really well is they have those characters all over the place. Like you see them with Jessie and Rex with the Christmas lights in the middle of the Slinky Dog Dash, and every Christmas they put up this gingerbread cookie but of ham, and they started selling merchandise of it too because it became so popular.
Yeah, it is a super cute land. I do wonder if they'll, like, if they have any intentions of maybe like adding more rides or like expanding it or not. I mean, Slinky Dog Dash and Toy Story Mania are both super popular, but it does kind of feel like it's lacking a little bit in the immersion. But that being said, everything that is there, like all the game board pieces and the scales of everything, is super cute and well done. I think it's just because it's so open, I feel that way.
And one thing that's really interesting about Alien Swirling Saucers is that you get the Buzz Lightyear ship box at the top of the attraction, and the two guards in front of it are the Pizza Planet guards from the movie. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cute.
cute.
Some more interesting things in Toy Story Land is the wait time for Slinky Dog. If you go to the back of it, you'll see that it's actually the dog tag for the dog Buster from the Toy Story movies. And you can see his name written on it. Oh, when you're exiting Toy Story Mania, you can see they have this like little mini story of the army men building a helicopter out of Kinect's pieces. So the first thing you see is the army men looking at the instructions. Then you see them putting it together. And then at the end, you see the helicopter all done, which I always thought was really cute.
That's super cute. The Army Men's are one of my favorite character appearances in Toy Story Land. I think they're really cool, especially when they're playing the little drums and everything. How do we all feel about Toy Story Mania as a ride?
I thought it was great when it first came out. I still love it. It's still fun.
I'm a pretty big fan of ride games because it gives me something to do besides just ride a ride. So
I agree.
What are the other ride games?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. How do we feel about Toy Story Mania versus Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters?
Oh, Toy Story Mania is better.
100%.
Yeah, basically. In my opinion.
I'll do a different take. If I would compare, it's not Disney, but I think I like the physicality, I guess, of Astro Blasters because I loved like the Men in Black ride, where it's like a shooting ride, like very similar, but it's all like super. It's not all like digital,
and it spins. You can control the spin, which is kind of cool on Astro Blasters.
Mm-hmm. But I still love the Toy Story Mania, but I would prefer something more physical, like the Men in Black ride, than I would something that's fully digitized, like Toy Story Mania.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about something physical, we can talk about Spider-Man.
No, that's still digital.
I was gonna say we could do a whole episode. We could do a whole episode of just shooter rides in theme parks.
No, that was the segue to Avengers Campus.
You blew it, Dustin. You blew it.
I'm sorry. All right, so now we're moving on to Avengers Campus on February 8th, 2001. It's Tough to Be a Bug opened with Disney California Adventure, one of the rare IP-themed attractions in the park at the time, and was located in the Golden State area of the park. Next to it was Bountiful Valley Farm and the Hollywood Pictures backlot, which will be important in a moment. After the negative reviews of the park circling around the fact that it lacked familiar Disney properties and e-ticket attractions, the Bugs Life theme was spread from the 3D show to 4 small attractions collectively referred to as Flick's Fun Fair before changing to a Bugs Land, which would include crowd favorites like Heimlich's Choo Choo, Flick's Flyers, and Bountiful Valley Farm. As for adding more e-ticket attractions, California Adventure would take a cue from Hollywood Studios in Orlando and build their own Tower of Terror in May 2004, right next to a Bugs Land in the Hollywood Studio backlot area, which would later be renamed Hollywood Land. In 2014, a little indie film called Guardians of the Galaxy hit the screens and became a hit, thus prompting the question, which park should we put this IP in? With Universal Studios owning the park licensing on the East Coast, the idea to retheme the Tower of Terror in California Adventure would prove to be an ambitious idea, but with the Tower of Terror fan following, would it prove to be a disaster? Disney would call on legendary Imagineer Joe Rohde to head the project, and with his execution and the coinciding Guardians 2 filming at the same time, everything fell in line. In May 2017, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout opened to many positive reviews. That year at D23, it was announced that the attraction would mark the beginning of the Marvel invasion, leading to the newest land in California Adventure, Avengers Campus. In September 2018, a Bugs Land would close, and construction on the new land started with the opening date aimed for July 2020. But then everything shut down after a certain pandemic ruined everything.
I wonder which one.
Avengers Disassembled.
In June 2021, Avengers Campus finally opened, with Web Slingers, Spider-Man Adventure, and Pim's Kitchen, a quick service restaurant.
Wait a minute, that's not true.
That's not true.
No, Web Slingers did not open with the park.
That's what it says. No, it opened with the land.
It didn't, because I was there and it wasn't open.
Prove me wrong.
I guarantee that it did not open with the park. I'm going to Google it.
We can't look like idiots.
Web Slingers, June 4th, 2021. Avengers Campus.
Maybe it just was shut down when you were
June
there.
4th, 2021.
That can't be true.
I think you could walk through the campus, but it didn't officially open until then.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm sorry. You're right. Because
It was closed.
They had a stupid virtual queue that I couldn't join the second queue because I was in Disneyland and I couldn't park hop yet because you couldn't park up at the time, and I was so mad.
Well, I'm glad we took this detour.
All right, can you just say that line again?
In 2021, Avengers Campus opened with Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, and Pim's Kitchen, a quick service restaurant.
And the shawarma stand.
And the shawarma.
Don't forget the shawarma.
Is the shawarma stand considered quick service?
It's just a stand, so I don't know what they
I
consider.
would
them.
call that quick service, yeah.
In 2022, Disney announced the plans for another e-ticket attraction with the storyline following an Avengers multiverse battle. The land currently features some stunt shows, including a flying Spider-Man, some meet and greets, and a dance show in front of Mission Breakout. There are also Avengers campuses in Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris, which features the Rock and Roller Coaster re-theme Avengers Assemble Flight Force, and Hong Kong Disneyland, which has the Star Tour-esque ride Iron Man Experience, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle, which is a Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster re-theme. So guys, how do we feel about this land?
That's about as interested as I am in this land. No, I do like the land. I like going, like walking there. To me, it's really only cool when all the characters are out, which I feel like they're out pretty often. So it's pretty cool. I wish there was more. I like the Web Slingers ride. Pim's Kitchen is really cool, but I think it's super small.
It's just a walkway.
Yeah.
There's like nothing else there.
I will say that I understand why they went with the Avengers theme because it's the most, iconic at the moment and all that jazz. But it does give like college campus corporate office vibes to me, which isn't as exciting as I think it could be because I love Marvel.
So let me just posit this. So you look at other places that have quote unquote lands, right? You look at Cars Land right next to it. You think of Galaxy's Edge, right? Which we'll be talking about in a little bit. You think of these immersive lands. I don't get that feeling from this one. I mean, there's the Guardians building, which is really big and, impressive. And then you got the Avengers building that was supposed to be the entrance to the new e-ticket. But besides that, you just get a bunch of like brick walls and, like you said, like a corporate feel to it, which I don't know. When I think of the Avengers, I don't think of that. Honestly, I'm going to give it like 5 to 10 years, see where it's at. And this may be a case of just opening too quick, too soon, because if they're able to expand this and make it more immersive and more, I guess, a little better, then I think, this could be a great land.
Yeah, but I think that the characters is kind of like its saving grace in a way. They have so many characters. I mean, sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but I feel like it's what makes Avengers Campus most exciting and makes it feel a little bit more alive. By having all these performances, having all these people out and about, just walking around, and then constantly bringing in new characters when movies release and TV shows, and it's like a nice little exciting thing that kind of like brings people back.
Right, but it just seems so ill-planned, like especially the stunt stuff on that one building, because it's so far away, everybody's looking up. Like, why not just have a stunt show? Why not just have things relegated? Like, there's so much more. It's like I don't know. It didn't seem well planned is basically what I'm getting at. I think eventually we will be seeing it kind of expand over to Hollywood Land, I think it's called, and start to take over that, because it kind of has, which actually leads to one of the points. There used to be around that corner near the Hyperion Theater, you could meet. There was a photo op for Spider-Man over there for the longest time, because it was just like a city brick wall. And then also in 2023, for like 3 months, they had the Rogers the Musical play at the Hyperion Theater, which I wish I would have seen. but that's a reference to Hawkeye, the TV show, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of parts of Avengers Campus that I do like, though. I really like the entrance with I forget what it's called. You know, like Tony's like reactor thing on the floor. There's a lot of cool Easter eggs. They have a little plaque dedicated to Stan Lee, which is super cute. It makes me teary-eyed sometimes. They have a lot of like weird plants and like giant tree. There's like one Easter egg I love where there's like this like oversized tree, and it's a real tree, but they have like a fake like pipe leak, and it's labeled like PIMS, like chemicals and stuff. So it's like the chemicals made it like big and stuff. So they definitely have fun with it, which I think a lot of it gets overlooked though, because it's just not as in your face. I think if they leaned into, especially because Guardians was already rethemed, if they leaned into the cosmic aspect of Marvel, that might be a lot more interesting to people.
I think this one and the next one have a common trait that Disney follows that I think they should stop following. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, anything else about Avengers Land? Hopefully. Oh wait, no, this will happen after D23. We heard some great news about this new ride.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the new ride. I'm excited for anything Marvel, to be honest. Even if it's lackluster, I'll eat it up. I think what they have is great. I just think the execution and theming could have been a little bit better.
Where are they putting this?
It's that one building with the spaceship on top of it,
with the
right across from Pim's kitchen.
Yeah, with the jet.
Oh, that they always perform on?
Yeah. It's like
That's
Oh,
supposed to be
good.
like
That's
the
what I was
entrance.
going to say. It was like, I wish that they would do something with that spot instead of just having the characters come out on it.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, I was like, I don't really know what's inside of it, but there you go.
I will say though, Pim's Kitchen's theming and just all that kind of stuff
love
is
that one.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
cool.
funny.
Pim's
It's
Kitchen
so
is
fun.
amazing.
It's so on point. Yeah. And I will say, I think Spider-Man, that stunt robot, I think is a great example of the land for me, but also kind of Disney's mindset nowadays, where they put so much effort into something that when you break it down, it's really impressive. But then when you stand back, you're just like, is that it? You know what I mean? Where it's just like Spider-Man, he's like, oh, here I go. And then he does the flip, which the mechanics of the robot, really cool. Like when you watch all those behind the scene videos, but when you watch it in real life, you're just like, that's cool. Like, that's nice. Like, I get it. That's okay.
It's a lot of effort for, I guess, for like a 2 to 3 second reward.
Yeah.
Well, and
that's
it's
what I'm
kind of
saying. Like, if they do
underwhelming.
a stunt show, then it would be better. Like, if it was part of something bigger, then you're just like, oh, yeah, no, look at this, look at that. But it's not. It's just that.
It would be, I don't know. I wonder how people feel about it if they, before they find out it's a robot and after, if they didn't know. Like, is that cooler or how do you feel?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if normal people think or even care.
Yeah, if they pick up on that. I will say, before we move on to the next topic, web slingers, I think is a really cool attraction. And I think, don't quote me on this, but it's one of the first, if not the first, examples of having a theme park ride that's like customizable in a sense.
Quoted.
Don't quote me.
Quoted.
But I think it's really cool, that whole idea to get accessories to kind of have a unique experience on a ride.
When you just said that, the only other ride that I can think of that does something similar is the Universal ride, the Minions ride.
Yeah.
Because you can like log in, it's like on the app or something, and you can buy different stuff or like customizable. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think this came out first.
Yeah, it did.
Well,
but that's
and
another
it's
example.
also a successor to the technology that Disney had with the Magic Bands, where you'd ride like It's a Small World, and then your name would pop up at the end.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of Small World?
Or Test Track, you know.
Yeah. Chest track, remembering all that, like your cars and stuff. So yeah, but this one is definitely more involved, so that makes sense.
All right.
But I think that wraps it up for Avengers Campus. Now, Nathaniel, I think you're up next.
Yes, I am next. And now, in a galaxy far, far away, Orlando, Florida. So Disney's Galaxy's Edge. Disney's Galaxy's Edge. One of my favorite lands of all Disney is Disney's Galaxy's Edge.
Of all
sounded-
Disney.
Of all of Disney,
It sounds like you're kind of doing like a book report.
yeah. My name is Nate, and my favorite land is Galaxy Edge.
My favorite Disneyland is Galaxy's Edge.
No, but it is. It is. It's my favorite. Anyway, besides the point. So technically, I guess it's Lucasfilms and Disney's Galaxy's Edge, but whatever. But anyway, so in 2012, Disney purchased Lucasfilm for $4.05 billion after George Lucas himself was discussing with Bob Iger how he wanted to retire. He was kind of done with making all these like big franchise movies and all this jazz. And Disney was the one to take it.
Wait, he made Chicago?
George Lucas with the
He's
saxophone.
tired of making and all this jazz.
Yeah.
And
all that jazz.
No. But Lucasfilm had a really good relationship with the Disney company. They've worked on a couple of rides in the past. They had a collaboration for the original Star Tours attraction and the Indiana Jones rides, which is found now all over the world.
Captain EO.
And Captain EO. Very popular attractions, huge hits. So when Disney decided to purchase Lucasfilms, they were very quick and decided to jump on the opportunity to create a whole land dedicated to Star Wars, which is Galaxy's Edge. They announced Galaxy's Edge at D23 in 2015 and began development in 2016. The plan was to have 2 identical parks, well, near identical because they're actually mirrors of each other, one opening in Hollywood and the other one opening in Orlando. As we mentioned, the Orlando Galaxy's Edge birthday is upcoming on August 29th. It is going to be the 5th anniversary of Galaxy's Edge. But the original actually opened in Disneyland first a couple months prior on May 29th. Should I say this fun fact again? Well, it's actually a lie now, so I can't even say it.
What?
The fun fact was that my first Disney Renaissance, well, I guess it's not really a lie.
It's still a Disney Renaissance.
Well,
It's
Renaissance
fine,
is
it's fine.
rebirth, so it makes sense. Yeah.
My personal relationship with this land is that after I stopped going to the parks when I was very little and started going again recently when I met Logan, but as part of my Disney Renaissance, we went to Disneyland, California, and the first place that we went to was Galaxy's Edge because we went in July, so like 2 months after it opened, and we waited 2 hours in line to ride Smuggler's Run, which is now probably an average of 5-minute waits. But it was totally worth it because I was geeking out. I saw the Millennium Falcon. I was dumbfounded at Disney's Imagineering. And I think that memory is probably why I love Galaxy's Edge so much. And we got to ride Pilot on the first try, which I don't think we've ever ridden Pilot since. Which is, yeah.
Sad fact.
So before I get into what exactly is inside Galaxy's Edge, I'm going to do a quick history, I guess, on the, not controversy, but criticism. But we won't dwell on this too much. The criticism of the Galaxy's Edge design. So Galaxy's Edge is themed after the Star Wars universe, and it's set on the village of Blackspire Outpost on the remote frontier planet of Batuu. Many fans were disappointed by this choice because they really were expecting to step into a land or a replica of a planet that they've seen in the films or the franchises. Particularly, they were hoping for the old franchises since those really, started the series and really resonates with a lot of people. But the Imagineers at Disney really wanted a fresh playground to walk with and to create their own Star Wars stories in this greater expansive universe. And that's a direct quote from Imagineer Scott Trowbridge, who said, "We wanted to build new Star Wars stories, new Star Wars destinations." So they're really leaning into this idea of having a Star Wars-esque feel, but being able to basically do whatever they want and not really worry about canons and accuracies and things like that.
Oh, actually, Nathaniel, can I comment on that?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Yes, Dustin, please. Please!
I actually have some insider information about that whole controversy. At the time Disney acquired Star Wars, the VP of Hollywood Studios, Dan Cockrell, was involved with a lot of the planning and everything, whatever goes on in that park. And then when it was announced that Star Wars was they were going to make a Star Wars land in Hollywood Studios, he, in an interview after he left the company, he talked about how they had these big plans about Tatooine and Hoth and how they wanted to expand it and do different attractions and basically have it like you walked into the episode. But then he named Kathleen Kennedy as the main contributor to that not happening, and how one day she walked in and they shared all the ideas and concepts that they had, and she basically said, no, we want to focus on the future of the franchise and not so much cater to people, older than a certain age. So that's the story that at least he has said. He mentioned it in a podcast. You can definitely look it up and find him talking about it. But so that idea was there. It was something that was worked on, but ultimately it was voted to go the opposite way. And I do find that interesting because you look at historically, like Harry Potter Land, all those are based off of the films, super successful. You look at Cars Land, well renowned for being, what it is. You look at Avengers Campus, less favored. And, Star Wars Land or Batuu, Galaxy's Edge, all three names. You look at that, and that one I feel like it kind of splits the room. I feel like it more so it won people over, but I know a decent amount of people have their criticisms, including myself.
Batuu's really not in any... It's not canon at all.
It is canon. It's in
right?
the novels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
And it was mentioned in Solo, correct?
The Black Spire Outpost was mentioned in Solo very briefly. I didn't go back to watch the clip, but...
I don't know. I just have I don't know. It's so weird, and this might be one of those Mandela effects or something, where Batuu, it feels like I've always known about it.
Maybe that's because they did such a good job capturing that Star Wars vibe.
I mean, maybe.
I think that having Tatooine or anything like that, it would have been really cool. Do I think that the decision to postpone and focus on the newer trilogy was a good or bad choice? I don't know. Part of me says yes, because if I think about when those original movies came out and who's going to the parks, yes, there's still a ton of people who have grew up with the original series and are going and would have loved that. But I guess what I'm saying is I understand the idea of not just catering towards one generation of Star Wars, but kind of catering to all generations of Star Wars. And whoever Kathleen Kennedy said, the future of the franchises and trying to incorporate the old and the new, which I wish that they did incorporate the old a little more. I will say they did focus on the new a lot more than I would have anticipated.
I think on paper that does make sense, but I think in practice, the thing is that the original trilogies, the prequels, and then also this next one, once they're made, they're kind of a staple in time. Mm-hmm. So, it's not like they fade away. They're just still there. The Star Wars franchise is, still going. So to say something like that...
in episode 8.
But, to say something like that, I feel like is kind of naive at this point. Now we know. But, that's putting a lot of eggs into a basket.
Did he just call you naive?
No, Kathleen Kennedy. But, they put all their eggs in this new trilogy basket.
Right.
And you're like, oh, that's a big gamble.
And tuning in now, Kathleen Kennedy.
But once again, you look at it and besides Chewie, I guess the characters walking around, there's nothing. Oh, except for, I guess,
there is nothing Falcon. At all. Not the Millennium Falcon. They don't have anything else.
The Millennium Falcon is incredible to see. Incredible.
I get what you're saying. I think it is a big risk. It can really go either ways. You're either going to have a situation where, Galaxy's Edge and Batuu is going to become a staple in Star Wars, and people are just going to love everything about it and really buy into the story and the land and the planet, or it's going to become a lost continent situation where there's nothing, like you said, to grasp onto in terms of an IP or something to be excited about, and there's all these details of what Batuu is, and is just kind of get lost in time.
I love the one thing that I love the most about Star Wars, especially as not a diehard or even I'm definitely a fan of Star Wars, but the Star Wars lore or the original storyline, all that jazz, that's great and I like it, but it doesn't the thing that really draws me to Star Wars in of itself is the world making and all of like how vast it is and how big it feels. So having something, to me, all those other worlds that we already seen or been exposed to within the stories, within the like movies, through other means of storytelling, and then even like the video game, I feel like I already know them. Like they're familiar to me. I know them. I want something new. I want to be able to go in and not know what to expect. And I think Batu, for the most part, does that, at least to me. It still gives, you know, like Mosasiles, or however you actually say that. I always say that, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like vibes, or even like when you're walking around like the little
the marketplace.
Jabberwockies are.
Jabberwockies is the breakdancing.
Yeah, what do they call? Not Ewoks either. What are the Jawas? No.
Jawas.
Yeah, the Jawas. Like I feel like Jawas would be running around that place. Like it just feels very Star Wars, and I think they did obviously a great job with it. But it just that the world building, without even it needing to be so attached to anything, is such a Star Wars vibe and fits so well into that world that it fulfills something else. But I do understand like diehard Star Wars fans or people that like might have been anticipating seeing more things that they might be able to relate to within worlds that we've already seen or that have been created through film or any other media. But I love it. I think it's great. And I would love to see some other ones too, you know, like pop up maybe here or there. That would be incredible. I would love me a Hoth or a Naboo, but
maybe at an international park or a different park.
Here,
that would be cool.
I got two things to say for what you said, Logan.
Make it one, thank you.
Number one, why aren't there Jawas walking around? At the launch bay, they used to have Jawas come up to you and try to barter with you, which was really cool. And that kind of goes into kind of
that's
and
cool.
that's kind of what I go into going into with Galaxy's Edge as a whole, is a lot of over promising, under delivering. Now don't get me wrong, once again, like you guys said, the visuals really nice. It looks, you know, everything's high quality, everything's so detailed, it's really cool. But when it comes to kinetic energy, like they were talking about drones going, things walking, you know, it's like you were immersed in the whole experience. And then we ended up getting, right off the bat, only 3 characters. One new one, and then we got Rey and Chewbacca, and then Kylo as well. So I guess 4.
And the Stormtroopers.
And the Stormtroopers.
And the new little
the Stormtroopers have always been there. Oh my gosh,
robots,
don't even get me
right?
started. I forget their names. Oh, I looked them up last time. The little chicken guys.
Yeah, they're testing them, the little
they're
ones.
so cute.
That, like,
Well,
there's
yeah.
3
No,
of them
and
that
now-
walk out.
Now they have the Mandalorian, they have Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're slowly adding more and more, but the thing is that if you look at it, what they're doing is they're putting more characters in, which is good. But, I mean, I think they need to add a little bit more. And to go back to your other thing, Logan, talking about the older fans being upset about it, my whole thing doesn't go toward them. My thing goes toward the children. Which is like when the kid. But I mean, the thing is that children are very visual. If they see something on TV and then they see it in real life, it's like they're transported into the films. And like you look at this other place, it's impressive, like especially with the spaceships on the top and the Millennium Falcon. But everything else it kind of just looks like rocks. So do they really? Would they be able to connect it to Star Wars without these identifying factors? I mean, probably, but at the same time, I feel like, once again, goes back to not so much them not going to older films, but them not including Galaxy's Edge or Batu or Black Spire Post in these newer films. The synergy isn't there for them to make that decision. I thought that was very odd.
Yeah, I think we will see Batu make an appearance at some point. You know,
better. Even if it was a smaller thing, like the TV shows, have Mando go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very odd. But the one thing I really like when it comes to the immersive stuff is the restaurants and like the different places to get drinks and shops.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
That was a good lead-in, right?
Let's talk about the food and drink, because I think that the merchandise and the foods and the rides, which we'll get to in a minute,
Chef's kiss.
It is where I think the Star Wars fans get their fix. It's very well done. So some of the food and drink options that this area offers, well, the first, starting off with the bang, is Olga's Cantina.
Bam!
Amazing. So Olga's Cantina is the first location in Disneyland to sell alcoholic drinks to the public. Fun fact. Very cool.
It's the first quick service, yeah?
Well, according to Wikipedia.
Because I'm pretty sure you can get
really
wine at like
the
some of
Bayou,
the nicer.
maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But Olga's Cantina is a cantina or just like a bar. It offers, bite-sized like meals and snacks, and a lot of really cool drinks. My favorite was the Fuzzy Tauntaun. I don't know if they still have the Fuzzy Tauntaun, but it used to have this like foam on top that made your mouth all numb, which was very cool.
Yeah.
The Olga's Cantina is also hosted, I guess, maybe not hosted, but
It's a DJ.
yes,
It's hosted
the
by
DJ,
Olga.
hosted by the DJ. You can you can catch music by R3X, I guess you can call him Rex, who is a droid that was first seen as RX-24, aka Captain Rex, in Star Tours. But now, Star Tours is piloted by, what's-his-face, CP3PO. And now, DJ Rex has found a new home and a new gig at Olga's. And he throws the house down.
Do you guys remember Captain Rex?
I don't know if I remember Rex. I might.
I loved Captain Rex. He was so funny.
I mean, he's great. He's a great DJ. So I'm glad he found a new career.
Well, do you know where he was between the update for Star Tours and the creation of Star Wars Land?
In storage?
He was actually in the queue when you walked in Star Tours and you left the area where C-3PO and R2-D2 is, and you went into the baggage area.
Oh.
He was like right on the left, and he was glitching out and would say, every so often, he'd say like a phrase from the old Star Tours and then just shut down again.
I think I do know. I remember that.
It was kind of a very sad future for him.
Yeah.
I feel like they talked about it. They talked about it in one of the, like, Imagineering
Yeah, I don't
episodes, I think.
Hey, and all I can say is this: R.I.P. Paul Rubens, the original voice of Rex.
No.
And I think he also came back and did DJ
What?
Rex. But yeah,
He
passed
came
away this
back?
year. So no, no, he passed away this year. So he recorded all that, but he came back from doing the original one to do that. So no, great choice, great voice. And I recommend watching the original Star Tours online if you ever get the chance. It was pretty awesome.
Well, August is great. I love the theming in there. It's a little cramped. There's not a lot of capacity, so it is kind of hard to get in. And you do have a limited time.
And you don't get to sit.
You don't get to sit, but it's fun.
Do they have any seating areas?
They might have the ball,
They do.
but I don't know.
Yeah, but we
No,
got a
they
non-seating
also-
area when we went. It does put a little, I don't know, it put a little damper on it, but it was still really, really awesome, and the drinks were really
Wait,
good.
which one did you guys go to? Disneyland or Disney World or both?
We went to Disney
World.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Guys, get
actually.
your story straight. I went to it 3 times in Disney World before it was open to the public for cast member previews.
Tell us how.
And they did have.
I hear the fire
seating.
crackling.
Is that smoke?
So back when I was a cast member, I went to I went to Galaxy's Edge 3 times before it opened to cast members. Once, when it was only open to cast members. Once for myself. Once with, and actually 2 times with a friend, or friends, because I have multiple. But anyways, yeah, no. So
Super
when I went,
convincing.
I know, right?
I have a
I was
lot.
close enough. I was close enough friends that they gave me their only extra ticket. But no, they had little booths, or at least the one in Magic, or not Magic, Hollywood Studios had little booths. I don't know if they're in there anymore because I never went after that, because it's just been so crowded. I mean, it was nice with limited people, but I can't speak to how it looks.
Yeah,
now.
we did one of those. Hey, is there any space or can we, like a standby thing?
Yeah, you can do
and
a
when we
walk
got
up.
in,
It's not bad to do a walk up if
It
you're.
it didn't take very
only-
long either.
Yeah, we're only 2 people though, so it's not.
That's
That's not
true.
that.
Wait,
bad.
hold on. 1, 2. You're right.
Oh my god. But yeah, there's some. Cool
All right, what
drinks.
else is there to drink?
They have those Bio flights, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah, the ones with the Hoth guys' horns horns.
Yeah, the souvenir horns. But I think Dustin was
Wampas.
probably talking about something else besides
Wampas.
alcohol.
I do like wampas.
So if you're hungry in Galaxy's Edge, you can also head over to Ronto's Roasters and get the famous Ronto wrap, which is a pita, a sausage wrapped in pita. But very,
What kind of sausage?
I couldn't tell you.
It's wrapped.
It's a Ronto sausage.
A Ronto
Jeez.
sausage. Ronto's specialty.
my
It's in the
Goodness.
name.
And they've got
What
breakfast
is it? Who
ones
is this
too.
guy?
I'm pretty sure they have a vegan one. Don't quote me, but
Quote
it's pretty good. It's pretty
and
good.
quote.
All right. What else? What else is there to drink?
Well, you can also get the very famous blue milk, all green milk at the milk stand, which was in episode 7, 8. One of those episodes where Luke, drinks the blue milk.
It was in Last Jedi too.
You know that episode where he drinks it?
Drinks the milk. No, I mean it's good. So the blue milk tastes, I think, fruity, and more like bubblegummy.
The texture is so it's like slushy, but
it's not that
thickish.
strong, though.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's so, especially in the hot
It's refreshing.
sun.
Right.
It is so.
It's super refreshing.
It's such a unique texture too
yeah.
for a drink, but it's good.
And
I
then
really
the
like it.
green.
Well, what else is there to
The
drink?
green milk is what is it? It's more like passion fruit and guava, if I'm not mistaken, something like
You
that.
did your research. You get it comes through.
I don't remember.
It's one
I
of
don't remember.
those.
I was
just
told one of
remember-
them is more floral and the other one's more fruity. That's all I remember.
I don't know, but I'm
We'll
a
have to
team
go
blue
back.
milk kind of guy. I feel like it's very polarizing, but I think the blue milk is fantastic.
Blue.
You guys are both blue?
100%.
Right? Team blue, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to break your guys' heart and say I don't care. I can do either one. It doesn't matter.
Also, vegan, which is great. We love a vegan option.
We love a vegan.
We love our vegans. And then the last place that you can get like food and drink would be Docking Bay 7, which I've only been in to get the Cocoa Puffs cold brew, which is really good. Other than that, they actually have a very large menu. But honestly, I feel like all the other places are like pretty unique, so I don't really go in there that often.
I think we only went in once with Dustin and his wife.
His wife.
But what other things can you drink there?
Well, I don't have anything else to drink, but I can tell you what you can do though once you get your drinks. So there are two, I guess, pretty notable experiences that you can do in Galaxy's Edge. That would be the droid depot, where you can build your own little interactive droid. They have like a conveyor belt with all these different parts, and you like put it together. You choose the colors. It's like over $200, so it is pretty. Oh no. The lightsabers, which we'll get to in a second, is over $200. I have no idea how much the droid is, but it's pretty pricey. But they're super cute. You can walk around. You can even get like a backpack for them to like sit in. And you walk around and they like react to different things around Galaxy's Edge, and then you can like remote control them and have like little droid battles or races, which is super cute. The other thing is Savvy's workshop, where you can build your own custom lightsaber. This one is $200 plus, and you will definitely need a reservation because it's pretty popular. But it's like a cool little experience where you build your own lightsaber. Again, you choose like the kyber crystal, the hilt, like all that stuff, and then you light them all up together at the same time, and it's supposed to be a really cool experience.
Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, up.
Two experiences we still really need to do.
I want to join.
I want to do both.
I've done both of them.
You did the experience lesson, but you don't have a droid or a lightsaber.
No. Actually, no, that's a lie. Oh, so I've done the lightsaber. I haven't done the droid.
You have one
and
of the
it was. I do not have the lightsaber. So during the cast member preview, you could bring a guest in. I don't know if you still can, but you can bring a guest. I guess you can. But I went with my father-in-law because I brought him as a guest for mine.
Oh, cool.
and then my wife.
You let him.
Yeah, because I had no interest. But I mean, it costs money, so it's not like it's free.
Yeah. I mean,
but yeah, he did it. It's really cool. It's a really cool experience.
it is cool. People liken it to Ollivanders in the Wizarding World, except you don't actually have to buy something at Ollivanders. You could just go and watch the show.
Yeah, and everybody feels special instead of just one child.
Yeah. I haven't been to Ollivander's. I mean, this is unrelated. I haven't been to Ollivander's yet because I just don't want to be heartbroken like that.
Yeah, they're not gonna pick you.
Yeah.
I want to.
You're not doing it because of the fear of rejection.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to
He's
see
too
the
old
effects
now.
and stuff.
Go on
but
a rainy day. Go on a
I-
rainy day.
Yeah.
When we went, I was like younger, but I was still like the older kid like area. And then when we went, I think I went in with my sister and we went in, and then I saw like it was like one kid. I was like, oh, they're gonna get picked, and they did.
Just stood in
like,
front
come
of them.
I should have squatted more.
Anyway.
Stood
That would have looked so
stand
weird.
in front of him.
Yeah.
We have to pick the squatty man.
Stand in front of the kid. There's no kids here. I guess it's me.
But yeah. I mean, both of those experiences, Ollivander's and series, are supposed to be very immersive, which brings us to our main segment, the rides. The rides, I think, is where
Hold on.
Yes, Dustin.
What else is there to drink?
Dustin, there is nothing else to drink. I don't know.
What if I wanted some earth drink, like a soda?
Oh, yes. My favorite. One of my favorite things about Galaxy's Edge.
Is it? Is it
It
though?
is.
Is it?
Well, it was all on my notes, but someone. Actually, wait. I missed so much. You just reminded me. Okay. Going back.
Gosh.
Rewind the tape. Actually, I'll talk about the sodas last because I did forget to mention the Black Spire Outpost, which is probably my favorite part of Galaxy's Edge in terms of looks and aesthetics. It's super cute. It's like a little marketplace and everything. And it has like all these like hanging lanterns and like all these like ribbons, and it's just really cute. But there you can get like those like different shops that sell like different like handmade toys and stuff like that, because it's supposed to be like a marketplace on this like planet. But you can also get these really good flavored popcorn, and it has a really good bathroom though, which is awesome. If you haven't been, go. They have really cool sinks. But what Dustin was alluding to is my favorite theming thing that Disney does, and I love it when they do this in theme parks, but they lean into, I guess, trying to make the land and stuff feel like very native. So to like bring that immersion for home, like they'll kind of incorporate that into licensed things. So on Batu, the fictional language is Arabic, and it's like these weird, I don't want to say weird, it's these like, I guess like hieroglyphics, or just, they has a whole alphabet. If you download the, I think the Disney Play app, like they have like a translator and stuff that you can use. And all the signs in Galaxy's Edge have everything written in Arabic. And like the crates and the trash cans, everything's in Arabic. And you can translate it and, see exactly what it says. Trash, I'm sure you can put two and two together. But what's really cool is that the branded stuff, like I was mentioning, like the Coca-Cola and stuff, is all written in Arabic as well, which I think is really awesome. Obviously, with something Coca-Cola, they can sacrifice not having Coca-Cola written explicitly because everyone knows who they are. So I love that they let them do that. But it's really cool. And the drinks come in like a little like grenade shape as well, which I think is super fun. That's one of my like favorite, easy souvenirs, I guess, to get from Galaxy's Edge is a soda. Well, that was today's episode. No. Do we?
I mean, you can wrap it up.
Yeah, we need
We
to.
hope you enjoyed today's episode of Parkgoers Go. If there are any acquired lands that you can think of besides the big three that we named, head over to our Instagram. Head over to parkgoersgo.com. Head over to Parkgoers Go on Instagram. Head over.
No, don't.
Head over to
double
Spotify. Leave a
Double down.
comment.
No.
I don't think
us
you
know.
can
They
leave
can
comments on
leave a comment.
Spotify.
Yeah.
They can leave a comment or DM us, but we also have a section on our website where they can like leave messages and comments and stuff. Don't send them to every single thing we possibly have.
Comment on Instagram.
Comment.
Send us a thing on the
us,
email and
send
comment on
us-
Spotify.
Send us mail at P.O. Box number.
And we'll see you at the park.